Jah I am here to remind you to reserve the first 30 minutes of waking up every day to setting the tone and the stage for the rest of the day. So no, do not rush out of bed, and no, do not grab that phone. Instead, immerse into a deep state of solitude. Get to the level of quiet and stillness to where you can hear your own heartbeat. All right, it's at this state of pure solitude you want to live in during the first 30 minutes of waking up. All right, once you are there, you want to induce rhythmic breathing by breathing in slowly and consciously through the nose. Hold it for a 4 count and breathe out through your mouth, feeling every atom of carbon dioxide leaving your mouth. Focus on your breath. As you breathing in, see the golden light coming into your body with every inhale, and see it expel all that doesn't belong out of your body with every exhale. Feel divine energy that starts at your toes, climb to your ankles, graduate to your knees, then catapult to your hips. Elevate to your gut. Now feel the golden divine vibration on all your fingers, then your elbows. Now it segues to your chest, connecting with the powerful electromagnetic field of your heart. Feel the golden light energy as it rises all the way up to the middle of your forehead, right in between your eyebrows, and then to the very top of your head, where it shall increase its illumination as you elaborately express gratitude for waking up another day with the ability to be able to perform greatness. See and feel whatever that greatness that's ahead the rest of the day unfold at that very moment. Immerse in that vision and feeling. Become one with that vision and feeling. Express deep gratitude for that outcome, knowing with certainty that's the greatness you got up for. Now you're ready to act out that outcome, and this is the only way you should transition from waking up each and every day. Jah I am here to remind you energy is not just all around you, but energy is you. And energy is never at a standstill, never at rest. Energy is always in motion. What's my proof? Well, it's very simple. We all know what atoms, the building blocks of everything, looks like. When you picture an atom in your head, you'll visualize the smaller particles of an atom. You know, the protons, electrons, and neutrons. Well, those protons, electrons, and neutrons are always in motion. You see it, right? Those protons, electrons, and neutrons are pure energy, always in motion, hence called energy because they always have energy. They are the pure charge of energy that powers everything into existence. All right, now you understand that all that's around you and all that you are made up of is constantly in motion, and that's a great reason to get really excited about life, because regardless of where you're at, it simply means your life is never fixed. Your life is constantly changing based on the motion in which you resonate in, i.e., based on your vibrational frequency. So you are either moving closer into alignment with the dream life in which you desire, or you are moving further away from it depending on your movement, aka vibrational frequency. Therefore, the most effective focus and intentions should always be on how to strengthen and heighten your movement, aka vibrational frequency, because that is the reverse engineering to aligning you with what you desire and more without the reverse. I am. All that makes sense so far, but how does one strengthen and heighten their vibrational frequency? Great question. But when did you start asking questions on my short content? Come on, man. Don't answer a question with another question. My question deserves an answer with a statement. Fair enough. Cutting straight through through the fluff. The most influential way to affect your vibrational frequency is through emotions. Remembering your heart magnetic field is 5,000 times stronger than the magnetic field of the brain and can be felt several feet from the human body. Now that raw energy, pun intended, is embedded in every emotion, negative or positive. So therefore, positive emotional feelings are the quickest way to elevate your vibrational frequency to the level that resides with where all your desires are. Positive emotional feelings like joy, happiness, peace, harmony, faith, and gratitude have a profound positive influence on your frequency. But wait, do not attempt to cheat the system with outside substances for a quick fix. It's best when these feelings are stimulated through more natural practices versus drugs, because those drugs come with spiritual negative side effects. All right, now the other part to leveraging the power of energy in motion is to make sure you hold that high feeling state, no drugs, until your frequency fully aligns with what you desire. Understanding that there is a buffer of time from initiation to full alignment when you actually get to reap the fruits of your labor. And it differs for everyone, for no two people have the same timeline. So remember to get excited, because the clock has now started to where the activation of your dream life is now aligning, getting you closer and closer as energy does its thing, going in motion. And at the same time, control your emotions and exercise assurance and patience, and soon you shall experience what was taught by the ancients. I am here to remind you to hydrate, because chances are you are part of the common majority that is chronically dehydrated. What's my proof? Well, it's very simple. Just stay till the end and you'll find out. But when I say hydration, I'm not referring to just H2O, but the most important part of H2O. We all know the water molecule consists of two different elements: hydrogen, which is the most abundant element in the universe, and oxygen, which is the third most abundant element in the universe and the most abundant element on the Earth's crust. Which means, contrary to popular teachings, H2O, aka water, is all around us. Now, when we look at these two elements that make up H2O, two hydrogen molecules and one oxygen molecule, one can quickly conclude that there are more hydrogen molecules than oxygen molecule. However, one that closes with this conclusion will be grossly inaccurate, because although there are double the amount of hydrogen molecules over oxygen molecule, the oxygen molecule is 8 times bigger than the hydrogen molecule, making it a net of 4 times more abundant in an H2O particle. Which means when real science, and by the way, I put emphasis on real science because there are more fake science out there than fake news. No Donald Trump. But when real science confirms the body is 72% water, which by the way is the same ratio of water to land on Earth, 72/28, because like I always talk about, we are a replica of the Earth in which we live in. But I digress. Real science is really saying we are more oxygen than anything else. And a confirmation of that is in scripture. It states our divine creator breathed life into our father Adam. That breath is pure oxygen, the essence of our spirit, the essence of nature. Hence, spirit, breath, and nature are interchangeable words, meaning the same. So to cater to you hyper ADHD individuals and not make this video too long, getting straight to the point, majority of the population is super dehydrated of oxygen due to excessive habitual shallow breathing, or worst off, excessive unconscious breathing. Breathing that doesn't take the right form, meaning breathing with the chest instead of the gut. Observe a newborn baby. Before the contamination programming and conditioning of the world, they intuitively breathe properly the way we were designed to breathe for optimal oxygen hydration. You will observe a baby's stomach contract and expand, accomplishing deep, meaningful breath as a result of it. So take time to learn the proper conscious deep breathing techniques. The beauty and advantage of the times in which we live in is there isn't a shortage of information, just a shortage of application of that information. So find the information that's super accessible and apply it right away to fully and successfully hydrate your body with oxygen like it was intended, flooding it with the element that it is most abundantly made up of. And what you will find is a body more fluid, pun intended, a body more energized, free of all impurities, therefore free of disease because it will be more at ease, a body more connected with the divine source, therefore more attractive and magnetic to all resources. Find your breath and find your life, for those who control their breath are fully in control. Make the conscious deep breathing your daily practice, and surely you will thank me later for this. I am here to remind you to respect sound, because sound is the creation of all. What's my proof? Was very simple. In the beginning, our Lord said be, and all became into existence. Before then, there was nothing but our divine creator, the infinite source of all. That word be was the sound that all be came from, which makes sound the creation of all, and just confirms the power that sound has. And when used correctly, the right sound will create and stimulate you to vibrate at higher frequencies. And everything you desire and more resides at the higher vibrational frequencies. Remember, you do not get what you want, you get what you are. And you are the vibrational frequency in which you vibrate in. So the law of attraction is better described as like energy aligning with like energy instead of attract. And you align by matching the frequency of that in which you desire. All you do not want is vibrating at lower vibrational frequencies. And all you do want is vibrating at higher frequencies. Now, I said all that to say this. Sound has a direct, profound influence on your vibrational frequency. Remember, we are talking about what started creation, and you can properly use it to create the life you desire. All right. Now, that positive creation using sound starts by understanding the power of sound. Like everything else, every sound is vibrating at a certain frequency. Unfortunately, in modern day society, we are bombarded daily with sounds that are vibrating in low vibrational frequencies, bringing down our own vibrational frequencies as a result of it. Everything from the shows and the movies we watch, to the conversations we have, to the music we listen to, is littered with low vibrational frequency sounds. Take music, for example. There was a time a long time ago where majority of it was tuned to 432 hertz, which is a tone that vibrates high to promote love, harmony, and healing, amongst other things. Now, most mainstream music is intentionally tuned to 440 hertz, which is a tone that vibrates low to promote stress, anxiety, depression, aggression, chaos, etc., etc. This tone might just have something to do with the excessive road rage that takes place these days. Chances are the music that's being played, regardless of the genre, inside these cars are tuned to 440 hertz. But I digress. It's time we leverage technology and start playing playing our favorite music in 432 hertz. Many songs now have a more harmonizing resonance of 432 hertz option by simply typing the song name on the YouTube search bar, followed by 432 hertz. For example, there are other platforms and applications you can perform this conversion. I've been doing this for years now to still enjoy my favorite music, especially in hip hop, without sacrificing my high vibrational frequency. All right, now earlier I mentioned our conversations are also promoting low vibrational frequencies, and that's not due to only the nature of the conversations, but also due to the choice of words we default to using. The words that have a sound that vibrate at very low frequencies, i.e. profane language. Now I know for many of us, it just feels good when we utter those low vibe words. And that's part of the allure to keep you in that trap, because obviously if it feels good, you'll continue to choose those words over the high vibe words, sacrificing your high vibrational frequency in exchange. It's been documented that exorcists claim the most common word that demons shout while being expelled out of the human body starts with an F and rhymes with luck. Now clearly you don't want your go-to word to be the same word as demons. So the takeaway from this short video is to respect the power of sound, understanding it has the power to create your positive reality or destroy it. Speak sound that will promote the healthiest vibrational frequency. In addition, be very conscious in what you listen to via shows, movies, music, and conversations. If they do not align with the frequency where what you desire resides, limit it, or better yet, eliminate it, and watch your future you thank you for it. I am here to remind you, if you understood what I understand, then you too will be as happy as I am. And that is, regardless of the climate, regardless of the setting, regardless of the event, regardless of the outcome, you always have freedom to your happiness. What's my proof? Well, it's very simple. Your emotions is one of the rare things you have full control over at all times. Can't no outside force make you feel a certain way. Feeling a certain way is solely your reaction, which you have complete control over. So always choose to be in control by exercising control over your emotions. The next time you find yourself swaying to low vibrational frequency emotions, anger, frustration, worry, anxiety, and or fear, just do this. Inhale deep through your nostrils for a 4 count, feeling a golden light illuminate your entire being. Hold your breath at the height of the 4 count and repeat, feeling every letter of the word. I return to source. The power of those words felt is the ultimate reset that initiates a cascade of positive reaction and shift within. After embellishing in those powerful words, I return to source, breathe out, exhaling all pollution and stagnant energy that don't belong, to a count of 8. Repeat this cycle 3 to 5 times and experience mastery over every situation, because all the answers resides with the one ultimate source, and it is from our source we came from, and it's to our source we shall return. And we have the ability and flexibility to return to the source whenever we feel perplexed. So exercise that right early and often, recalibrating your energy field to the divine elevated level, and join me in a state of continuous happiness and assurance regardless of the surroundings.